Doug, for leading us in that beautiful song and all the songs we've sung today. It's been so beautiful. You sang out well. He's led us so well. But that last song, that great message, holding to God's unchanging hand. You know, we live in a changing world where people change and things change and their circumstances change. If you're not holding to God's unchanging hand, then you're changing with the world, and you're on unstable ground. And we pray today that your faith is in God and His unchanging hand. He will never leave us. I'm going to talk about that this morning. I ask you to turn your Bibles to Matthew chapter 5. Matthew chapter 5 is where we'll look at a passage from this morning. And I always appreciate you having your Bibles with you, and I will always ask you to hold them up, but I just trust you've got the Word of God and the house of God with you. I just appreciate you following along and not just taking my word or some preacher's word, but making sure, like those little bereaved, the things that are being taught are from the Word of God. Got some good news to share with you. Yesterday evening, I had an opportunity to talk with Sister Cedar Cox, and she desired to rededicate her life to the Lord. And be sure and to let Cedar know today she is here. How much we love her, a wonderful young lady, and so mature for her age, and such a blessing, and wants to go to heaven so much, and I appreciate that good heart. We could all learn from that, and I pray that you will keep chasing her name in your prayers, and let's all thank her for that great decision. Also ask you to keep Steve Mayfield in your prayers. Steve, his condition is somewhat progressing this week, it seems, and Amy asked that we pray for Steve and pray that he can have some comfort and relief with his struggles in breathing that his disease has caused him. Also, keep the Jackie Fowler family in prayers. Many of you know Jackie and her husband, Joe Frank. Fowler in Green Hill, and Sister Jackie passed away. Her funeral will be tomorrow at 11 at the Green Hill Chapel. Visitation tonight from 5 to 9. We love Joe Frank and Jackie and Brian and all that family, so let's remember to pray for them. But isn't it great to be a Christian? Isn't it great to be here this morning by the grace of God to have this opportunity to be able to come together and worship our Maker on this beautiful, beautiful Lord's Day. I'm so blessed by this weather. I noticed yesterday I walked outside and you guys that have the purple martins, I had 2 or 3 pairs of martins here, and I just thought how great and awesome our God is. Those little birds have been going all winter long. God puts a GPS in them that man doesn't understand, that in the fall they all meet at Fort Mallory, I believe it is, and I know we used to Dan Satterfield to show the martins on his weather radar, and just be a black blur, but that's where they meet on those power lines up there from all around the southeast, and they all travel together back to South America. About this time of year, when the weather starts getting nice in springtime, they'll send a few scouts, and so we had a couple of pairs of scouts yesterday. That tells us, according to God's calendar, that springtime is near. So let's thank God. We have 4 seasons a year, and we always complain about the weather, don't we? You don't talk about anything else with someone when you talk about the weather. It'll change. But we know that we're blessed here in this area that we live with 4 seasons a year. Matthew chapter 5. Let's look at verses 43 through 48 and get our text. Wonderful message today that I think will bless all of our lives. Jesus, our Lord, said in Matthew 5:43, "You've heard that it was said, 'You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.'" In other words, that's the world's message. You've heard it from the world. "You heard that it was said, 'You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.'" Verse 44, Jesus said, "But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you. And you pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. He makes his sun rise on the evil and the good, and he sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, What do you more than others, that is, those of the world? Again, do not even the tax collectors do so. Therefore, you shall be perfect, that is, complete, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Here in this passage we just read together, Jesus talks about Christian relationships. And he talks here about good people, and he talks about the bad people. And he tells us as Christians that we must love the bad people in our lives. When you see them at work or at school, all the bad influences you have around you at times, as much as they get under your skin, Jesus says to love those bad people. Love those who hate you. Love those who use you. That only call on you when they need something. Love those who persecute you and make fun of you for your faith in Christ for His name's sake. You may have someone at work that ridicules you and calls you a Bible thumper because of your faith in God. Because you try to do the right thing. Well, Jesus says to love those kind of people. Love your enemies and you pray for them. Don't be like them and hate them back. You love them. Christ is showing us here, He's just told us to do all that. And He sets the example because we'll see this morning that even those who hate God and curse His name, He still loves them, and He allows His sun to shine and His rain to fall on those people just like He does the good people. So He set an example for us on how to love those who hate us. And so He says, love your enemies and pray for them, and yet tucked away in this teaching of loving our enemies is the teaching of the providence of God. We're in verse 45 again. He says that His Father causes His sun to rise on the good people and the bad, and He sends His rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. So Jesus is teaching us in verse 45 in this text that God, in His grace, His mercy, His love, His long-suffering, and His providence, He allows even the murderers and even the liars and adulterers and rapists and child pedophiles and serial killers and all the wicked people of the world, He allows them to enjoy His sunshine and His rain, just like He does His own people and just like He does Christians. Now, what is that? This morning, in this message, I want us to discuss the providence of God. And that's what is the providence of God. Could you explain to someone this morning what the providence of God is if they ask you? How that God is involved in your life, basically. You know, who has not asked the question, why was I born? Young people, you may have asked the question, does God have a purpose for my life because I'm trying to still find it? We have questions like, do all things really happen for a reason? Is God behind all the things that happen in my life, whether good or bad? What is the providence of God? We're going to talk about that this morning, and we'll see that all throughout the history of mankind, God has worked with and on behalf of His people. Beloved, the idea of God's providence is stated or implied in every book of the Bible. All 66 books of the Bible, we see the providence of God, especially in the Old Testament, in the life of that young man Joseph. The word providence comes from a Latin word which means to see ahead. Young people, only God can see ahead. He only is the one who knows your future and mine. He's the only one who knows that if you and I will even wake up in the morning. Webster defines the providence of God as God's care and God's guidance, His forethought, His seeing ahead. God holds the future in His hands, as we sing sometimes. And so providence is God's care and government over all His creation. Folks, you and I are his creation, aren't we? Brother Moses said long ago that God created us from the dust of the earth, and he breathed into our nostrils the breath of life, and we became a living soul. So God wants all his creation to have an answer to their purpose on this earth. Providence actually comes from the word provide. It involves God's care and God's limitations. Listen closely. God's care and God's limitations. Listen, God's providence has limitations. Romans 8:28 tells us, and we know that all things will work together for good to do. To those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. Now, in this verse, God gives us his special providence. It's the same that we're seeing here, that it's those that love the Lord. Now, we'll see today that there is God's general providence and there's God's special providence. Folks, I want you to know this morning that God's special providence is for you here today and all of his children. Special providence is only limited to those who love the Lord and are walking with him and are called according to his purpose. Now let me ask you, you wonder this, I know. Are there advantages for you being a Christian above someone who is not a child of God? Is the sacrifices you're making in your daily life of abstaining from all these enticing worldly lusts that you're saying no to, is it really worth it? Will heaven really be worth it all? Does it really pay to be a Christian? Does God love you any more than he does the heathen? Does he watch over you any more than he does a lost person? Because sometimes it may feel like the answer to those questions is no. Well, Paul says all things, even the things that are good and bad and unpleasant, will all work together for those who are his children that love him and follow him. Now again, I want to say there's two kinds of providence this morning. If you don't get nothing else from this message, I want you to understand there's God's general providence and there's God's special providence, and that special providence is for you. In his general providence, which we just talked about in our text, it involves all of God's creation. And God explained that when he said, I'll allow my sun to shine and my rain to fall on the righteous and the unrighteous, even the wicked people of the world, like North Korea's Kim Jong-un, who is a threat to our world peace with his nuclear weapons that he's wanting to make and deploy. He gets to enjoy God's sunshine and God's rain and God's blessings. And all the wicked people in the world get to enjoy these blessings from God. But that's general providence. That's laws of nature that are set in motion. But then there is God's special providence. And that is God exercising control over the natural events of this life in answer, hear me closely, in answer to his children's prayers. Your prayers changes general providence into special providence. Amen. Do you have faith in that this morning? Do you know that without faith it's impossible to please God? If you just pray with wishful thinking and some pie-in-the-sky dream, God's not going to hear that prayer. Without faith, it's impossible to please Him. He that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder. That's special providence. He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him and talk to him. You see, when you pray, that changes a lot of things in heaven. Forgiveness occurs in the mind of God. Your prayers do that. Prayer can change God's mind. Prayer changes circumstances in life, and that is God's special providence to those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. We have evidence of that time and time again in Scripture. 1 Peter 3 and verse 12, the Bible says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous. There we are. special providence. The eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ear is open to their prayers. For the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. Now again, that's God's special providence for his children. His ear is open to your prayer. We sing that song, be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. You believe it? Matthew 6:33, he promises if you'll seek first the church of our Lord, the kingdom of heaven, and all these other things shall be added unto you, not the world. You see, through his special providence for his children, God has promised, I will take care of you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. 1 Peter 5 and verse 7 tells us, casting all your cares upon him because he cares for you, child of God. So God's special providence is for you, his children, not lost folks, not those out of the world. Now, we as Christians have special blessings as children of God. We take so many of those for granted. It's not just physical blessings, but spiritual blessings as well that we just don't think about. Of how the blood of Jesus, you guys that raise cattle, aren't you thankful you got to go out and pick out that best heifer or bull, the very best out of your flock, and shed its blood for the sins of you and your family? We meant this morning to remember the blood of Jesus Christ, that perfect lamb that was shed once and for all, that blood is so powerful. It reaches all the way back to Adam and Eve. It'll reach forward to those who will be alive at the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. See, Christ tells us as his followers, I'm going to promise you, in this life, you'll be blessed 100-fold. And in that life to come, eternal life. Amen. Mark 10 and verse 30. Underline that if you haven't already. In this life as his child, you're going to be blessed 100-fold. But in that life to come, eternal life, not death. Ephesians 1 and verse 3, Paul tells us as his people, blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who has blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Christ Jesus. So listen, there are perks, there are privileges, there are special benefits, both here and hereafter, for us as God's children, through his special providence. So yes, membership has privileges. Being a member of God's family has privileges. While we're in this life, being blessed 100-fold in the life to come, the most important of all, eternal life. Now briefly, I just want you to look with me this morning at two false and very extreme views about the providence of God that the world teaches. One of those ideas about providence is the idea of deism. That's held by all the atheists, the agnostics who we see on the news every day, haters of God, those who try to discredit the Bible, discredit your life as a Christian. Deism is the idea that God created the heavens and the earth and all that is therein, but then God just walked away. He has a hands-off policy. Deism says that God is not involved in this universe, in the world, and in our lives today. It's the idea that God created the world and just folded his hands and said, make it. An extreme false view. According to deism, praying to God is useless. Proverbs 14 and verse 1, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Folks, it takes a fool to believe that idea that you can see all the beauties of this nation and this world and creation and not know there is a greater power. God calls that man a fool. So praying to God is useless according to deism, that he's not involved in the lives of people today. He does not intervene. Deism is an extreme false view about the providence of God. And then there's a second false view to the other extreme, and that is the providence of God is taught by Pentecostalism. And that extreme view of providence Pentecostalism is the idea that every event in their lives is a miracle. You know that word miracle is used so loosely in the world today, isn't it? You hear that about every single day. Well, that's a miracle. That's a miracle. We'll see today it's not a miracle. It's God's special providence. It's not directly. It's through God's answered prayers to His children on their behalf. Pentecostalism teaches that if the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, that's a miracle. We know according to the truth of God's Word that that is not a miracle of God. That's the result of God setting in motion long ago the laws of nature through His general providence. You know, God set in motion day and night long ago in the beginning in Genesis 8:22. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. There's the laws of nature. It was set in order long ago. That's not a miracle. That's a law. That's God's general providence that He has set in motion. You throw a ball up in the air, that ball comes back down. That's not a miracle. That's the law of gravity. God set that motion in long ago in that law. And so, according to some, if they find a good parking place while at the mall, they'll say it's a miracle. Well, according to some, everything in their life is just a miracle. They don't understand the providence of God. That is a false view of providence. And so these two false views of providence, deism, the idea that God has a hands-off policy and your prayers are useless, and the idea of Pentecostalism that all the natural occurrences of this life are just a miracle and nothing to do with the laws of nature. Now, we've talked about what providence is not. Providence is not a miracle. Now, a miracle is when God intervenes in nature. And God sets aside the laws of nature to accomplish His will. For example, you may remember long ago in Joshua 10 and verse 12, that God caused the sun to stand still in Joshua's day for a 24-hour period. Now that's a miracle. That's God intervening in the sun's rotation for a whole day and night, a whole 24-hour period. The sun stopped. That sun rotation, He made it stand still. Can you imagine today at 12 noon that the sun stopped and tonight at 10 or 11 o'clock it was still daylight outside? It was that way until 12 o'clock tomorrow? That's what happened that day in Joshua 10. Now that would be a miracle because God intervened in the laws of nature. Now during the times of Jesus' ministry, when He was on this earth, there were true miracles before Him, wasn't there? An ear would be cut off by the high priest's servants. Malchus and Jesus would just reach down and take that old bloody ear off the ground and He put it back on Malchus and heal him instantaneously. Someone maybe that was born blind would be healed instantaneously and receive their sight. That's above and beyond what nature can do. That is a true miracle. When Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, after 4 days, the Bible says his body had already began to decompose and it was rotting and he was stinking. And Jesus said, Lazarus, come forth. And He raised him back to life. That was a true miracle. And we, as God's people, according to biblical knowledge, know those things do not happen today. We know those things have ceased according to the great love chapter in 1 Corinthians 13. Whether there be miracles, they shall cease. You see, in that day, they didn't have the complete New Testament to go by. They had to walk beside at times and not by faith. But today, we have the complete, inspired Word of God, the New Testament, and nothing lacking in it. We don't need a miracle today. Show us faith in God. We walk by faith and not beside. And so young people always remember, when that last apostle of our Lord died, the last true miracle had been performed. Now, we have God's special providence. That's the blessing of being a Christian. We don't have true miracles today, but we have something very similar in that we have the true special providence of God as a result to answered prayers to His children. About prayer changes the mind of God. And so providence is not an accident. It's not mere luck. It's not a miracle. It is God's care and government over all things. So again, there's God's general providence for everybody, good and bad. There's God's special providence for you this morning as a child of God. Now we read sometimes Romans 8:28 is very perplexing to us, especially when we've lost a loved one or our family member is on their sick bed and their condition is worsening. And we hear this verse and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to His purpose. We read that. We can't wrap our mind around and understand why some things happen. The age-old question, why do bad things happen to such good people? That's not a new question, is it? That was asked by Jeremiah long ago in chapter 12 and verse 1, when he says, wherefore does the wicked prosper? In other words, why do the wicked people prosper? And it seems like the righteous are forsaken at times. How many times? You know, we ask the question. I'm trying to live right. If God truly cares for me, and God truly loves me, then why? Why are the wicked prospering? It seems as God has forgotten me. That was perplexing to Jeremiah. It was also perplexing to Gideon. And Gideon asked that great question, if the Lord be with us, then why has all this happened to us? You see, just like the case of Job, God does not put a barrier around His people to shield them from ever having any sickness, any pain, any suffering, any disappointments. No, God, as far as general providence is concerned, He allows the good things and the bad things to happen to us too. Because that trying of our faith, those difficult times, it works patience in us and it causes our faith to grow stronger in Him. Again, if we never had a trial, never had any troubles, what kind of faith we would know that we had. And you've got a choice when these trials happen to you. You can become bitter or you can become better. You can become like, you can boil an egg and a potato. That potato becomes softer. That egg becomes harder. And that's your heart. If you're tried with fire, with the trials of life, your heart can become harder and bitter and resentful against God, or it can become softer. You say, Lord, you're in control, and I love you, and I'm going to hold your unchanging hand. I know you're not going to leave me. I know you'll get me through this. He says, all things in accumulation of good and bad work together for your eternal good. Sometimes, bad things have a way of getting our attention. Sometimes we get too comfortable in life. We don't mean to, we just forget God. You see, God has that providence. He has that foresight. He has that being able to see ahead how things are going to work out in your life and mine. We don't have that. That's why we walk by faith. We cannot see it all working together for our good at the moment. Just like that young man Joseph, sold by his own brothers because of their jealousy and their envy. And then he was falsely accused of rape by Potiphar's wife. And he was thrown into prison. And I'm sure sitting in that old prison, he was wondering, God, look what living view has got me. But later he would know. God was with him all the time. Little did he know when he's sitting in that prison that God would use him in a mighty way to deliver his people from that 7-year famine and deliver his people. Paul recognized the providence of God and all that he went through, greatest apostle of all. Shipwrecks, beatings, stonings, left for dead. In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 17, he says, our light afflictions. He called those troubles light afflictions, which is for but a moment. It worketh in us a far more exceeding and eternal weight and glory. Paul was saying, come what may. Whatever happens to me here, all the pain and unpleasantness cannot compare with the glory that's going to be awaiting you and me to be revealed to us one day in glory of Jesus. Come what may, it's like affliction. It's small things compared to that eternal weight of glory of God's reward. I want to ask you, my friend, this morning, are you holding to God's unchanging hand? Has your faith yet been weak? Have you about given up on God because of things in your life that happened? He promises, you hold on to me. My unchanging hand, just like Joseph did, just like Job did, just like Paul did, just like we're to do. And he says, I promise you that trying of your faith will work out great for you. Some of you here this morning, they've had your faith tried lately. I know some of you have been through the fire. You've had things happen that you just can't understand. Are you going to stay with God? Or are you going to try to just work it out all on your own and be miserable? Job stayed with God and he didn't give up, and God blessed him more in the end than he ever did in the beginning. Do you this morning have God's special providence? Are you assured this morning that he hears your prayers? That you are in a right covenant relationship with him today and you're walking with him? You know you can lay your head in the pillow tonight. You can talk to your Heavenly Father and call him your Father and know you're his child. And know he hears you. He is involved in your life. God doesn't operate by chance. And I believe that God has put you here this day by his promise of your loss. To give this message. Let you know how much he loves you and have the opportunity to be saved today. Must surrender your life to his will. Now, what are you going to do with that opportunity? You think of so many examples in the Bible, especially that rich girl in Luke 16 that died one night and lost without God. He lifted up his eyes in hell, being in torment. Just think of what he'd give the opportunity you got this morning to change your eternity. If you're not a Christian, never been saved in these sins, there'll never be a better day than today to make your life right with the Lord and have your name written down. You are a Christian. God's not let you. You might have strayed away from him. He's begging you this morning to come back home because he loves you. He wants to give you his special providence. He wants to work in your life and let you see him and feel his comfort. He is the God of all comfort. You have that today. If not, come right now. We're going to stand close.